Hi, and welcome to another episode of Lawn Dev Dad. My name's Brian. I'm the Lawn Dev Dad. Today's episode, I want to talk about something that most, if not all of us have, pretty much all of us, but none of us really want. Weeds. Yeah. They can grow in the grass, they can grow in the landscape, they can grow in cracks in the driveway. They just always seem to find a way. Anywhere they can get a little bit of dirt and a little bit of water and some sunshine, they just grow. And they grow fast. I know when I get rid of mine, like a week or two later, if I'm not paying attention, they're popped right back up. So yeah, we're going to cover weeds and various ways to get rid of them. And so here we go. So one of the first things, there are just an enormous amount of different weed killers on the market. So everybody knows about Roundup. You know, that's kind of your traditional spray it and it's going to kill everything anywhere. So I use that in the rocks or on the sidewalk and driveway. Then there's things called pre-emergents, like this prodiamine here. And you use this before the weeds actually germinate, before they're coming up. This is really good to use in the spring to keep weeds from actually ever taking hold in your yard. Then you have something called a post-emergent, like this Speed Zone here. And that will basically take care of things after they've come up. I use Speed Zone. I use Triad Select. This is actually unique. Tenacity is actually a pre- and post-emergent. And you can also use it when overseeding, which is kind of rare since most pre-emergents stop the germination process. And pretty much all of those except for the Roundup you mix in a sprayer. But there are also hose end applications like this one here. You just attach it to a garden hose, flip it open. So that's a really easy one to use for just spot treatment if you don't want to have to mix up a whole tank. And there's also just the traditional sprays. So I've had a problem with nutsedge for years. So I've tried all kinds of different things. And when I see just a few of them, I'll often get this out and just go spray them down, try to keep them from, getting worse. So yeah, you got tons of different options when it comes to weed control. So let's look at a few of the different things and how to use them.
Let's start with the easy ones, weeds on concrete. For these, you can generally use an edger or a spray or a combination of those. Now on to the most challenging, weeds in the yard. You can't just spray Roundup or something that's going to kill everything because you don't want to hurt the grass, so you have to use a selective herbicide, something like a pre or a post-emergent. Let's see how that's done. Now that I have my protective gear on, it's time to start getting the chemicals out. One thing I really like to do is mark on each bottle how much of each chemical to put in. That way I don't have to be looking it up or trying to read the label while I really just want to be mixing things. So I'll generally write down how many ounces per 1,000 square feet and then multiply that by 4 because my tank holds 4 gallons and write down how much I'm going to be putting in per tank. By ride-alongs, I mean any other type of fertilizer or biostimulant or any amendment. And as you can see, it's kind of involved to do all of this, so to do it 3 times versus 1 is a lot more work. So I like to get the best bang for my buck, and so I add in 2 or 3 different things in most of my spray applications, which is one of the main reasons I use the anti-foam. So when they mix together, it doesn't foam up and cause a lot of problems. lot of different things out there to be able to pull weeds manually. You can do it by hand, of course, which is terrible and hard to do, or you can get something like this, Garden Weasel Weed Popper. I've used a couple different things like this, and this one is by far the best. First of all, it doesn't make too big of a hole when you take the weed out, so that's nice. Some of the other ones just leave craters in your yard, and this is almost like a free aerator when you take out the weeds when you use this thing. Basically, you just put it in the ground, twist it, and then you push that little thing at the end to pop the weed out. Let's see how it works. So there you have it, all the different types of weeds and how to deal with them. I hope you enjoyed. If you can, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.